our meet and greet and sound check party. Thanks for coming, you guys. We're so excited to be back here in Brisbane, which is my personal favorite place in Australia to come because every time I come here, I get to hold a koala, and I look forward to it every tour. So, anyways, thanks for bringing us back, and give it up for my band. We got Drew and Kit up here listening to me. Do you guys have any questions for myself, for the guys, for anybody? We're just gonna stay here. We're just gonna camp out. I'm really good at that. Yes.
Next time, I know Lone Plank to Love Sanctuary is excellent, but I don't work there. I work at Australia Zoo, so I need you to
That sounds fantastic. Yes, I'll come to Australia Zoo next time. Oh, done. I like this. Okay. All right. Yes.
This is Chelsea.
Hello, Chelsea.
Chelsea's 9. She made you a poster.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got your dog on it, and she wants to know what's the name of your dog.
My dog?
Yes.
My dog is named Luna. She's named after the Harry Potter character. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter. Yeah. What? I wish I could bring Luna. Unfortunately, we were in like, I don't know, 18 different countries on this tour, and with all the different laws and quarantine, it would have been impossible. So I haven't seen her. I have not seen my dog in 8 weeks. I'm heartbroken. I try to FaceTime with her, but dogs don't FaceTime. They don't get it. It's so frustrating. She's like right there, and I'm just like yelling her name, and they're just like, so, maybe a little bit more than a cat, maybe. Yeah. Sorry, I missed the end. Were you saying what kind of motivates us to have energy? Well, I think this is something, everybody has down days sometimes, or is tired or sick. Like, sometimes people will be sick. One time, Kit was, I thought, going to die. And at that tour, he was actually playing not only for me, but our opener as well. So he had to do 2 shows that night. And somehow, I don't know how, but he got on stage for those. He made it through, but there's, yeah. Over the counter. But really, like, there are days when you just, something comes up, and but we still have to go out there and give our best because, we've traveled so far. You guys some people bought their tickets months ago. Like, we want this to be a really special experience, something that you guys will remember. So whenever I personally am feeling down, or like, the other night I just got jet lag so bad right before the show, and I always meditate, and then I'll do I'll do some visualization, and I'll kind of imagine the performances I want to be, and then through that, and then if it's really bad, I drink a Red Bull. That's when it really pumps me up. But yeah, it's just, and honestly, when you get on stage though, no matter how sick I've been, there's a certain amount of adrenaline, that gets you up no matter what you're going through. Maybe not in your case, because you were actually dying. But you made it. Probably, yeah. It's really humbling. Like, for example, today when, some of you guys came up and, I could tell that you were very touched, and, I see tears in your eyes, or, that's extremely humbling to see. And it all of a sudden gives me this little wake-up call of like, wow, like, I am so blessed that I have been able to, like, people here in Australia have heard the music that I wrote, and it just makes me realize, like, how incredibly blessed I've been, and how grateful I am for that. That's a huge gift, and it means a lot to me that, my music means something to you guys, and that it's touched you in some way. So it's an incredible feeling. I think that's the greatest thing any artist can ever hope for. So, yeah. I'm Gryffindor. I took the test several times, almost came out Gryffindor. What would a Gryffindor answer? Oh. Yeah.
Last time you were up, I asked you, have you gotten the chance to see Piers Morgan again? And since then, you've actually gone back on America's Got Talent. How was that for you?
Oh, well, he wasn't actually on the show anymore when I got to go back, but it was awesome. It was such a empowering experience. It felt very full circle. You know, here I was, I got kicked off the show years before, and then they invite me back as a guest, you know, to perform and do it on my terms, you know, and they even said, like, however you want to do it, like, go for it. And
So you wanted to fly.
so I said, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna enter from the ceiling this time. But it was really awesome, and I have to admit I was so nervous. Once I didn't think I would be, but once we went back and I just was surrounded by that familiar atmosphere, it almost made me feel like that same girl that was on the show, you know, a little bit like, oh gosh, like I'm in the same situation, I have to, you know, but once we did the performance and, you know, felt like we nailed it, it was super, like, I felt like I could do anything. It was really cool. Yes?
I'm a writing teacher. I just wanted to know what, when you were learning as a kid, what your favourite parts of learning?
My favorite parts of learning? I loved the fast songs, and when I was a kid, I just loved to play fast. My teacher was always like, slow down, Lindsay, like play slower. But that was probably my favorite part, and I remember I did Suzuki method, and I would really look forward to the fast songs, but also my mom bought me a fiddle book, and so it was almost like my reward for playing my classical music was I could then play a fiddle song, you know, because that was messy and like kind of all over the place. So it allowed me to kind of have two different sides of the violin, and yeah, I really, it kept it fun. Yeah.
What gets your creative juices flowing? What inspires you to do the music and the creative process?
A lot of times I get inspired by like visuals. You know, I'll see, like sometimes it'll be something as much as like a picture that I'm like, oh my gosh, that picture's really cool, and it spawns a music video idea, or the colors, and sometimes when I write a song, I'll even, you know, write it for a specific video that I've already thought of, and I'll be like, okay, I want to write a song that's about like a guitar slinging outlaw that comes into my town, and I have to defend it with a violin, you know, and so I wrote Round Table Rival because I had that idea in my head, and I've done that quite a few times, and that's probably one of my favorite ways to write. That's how Lost Girls was written, Prism, Mirage. So a lot of the songs I write are kind of inspired by either a look, costumes, colors, or a story. Yeah.
How did you like physically combine violin and dance? 'Cause it's really hard. Do you have to do any training or to like combine?
Gosh, you can find some really bad videos on the internet of when I started, because it just took a lot of time. It just took a lot of practice. I wasn't a trained dancer, so I was just kind of making stuff up, and I'd be like, well, I can do this while I play, or I can swing my leg around like that, or pop my hip over like that. And, but yeah, it's funny, I was actually just texting with one of my friends who's a performer as well. I was texting with her last night. I don't know if you guys know Lily Singh, but she's one of my best buds, and we were both like, how did we ever make it? Because we were looking at our old videos when we first started, and we're like, I remember our first shows that Drew and I did together. Our first tour was like, if you find any videos of that, it's so embarrassingly bad. Well,
bad, but it's stepped up a lot.
it's grown a lot. But it's like everybody has to start somewhere, you know, and you know, sometimes that thought of like, well, how on earth did I make it? Why did they keep coming back? But, you know, just step by step, just like anything.
You literally invented something.
That's true. That's true. She's got to get better.
Only one.
I love dancing violinists, and there's only one. Yeah. I was kind of surrounded by classical music when I was a kid. My parents loved classical music, and so they would play orchestral, soundtracks in our house on this old record player, and then they would take us to orchestra concerts, my sisters and I. And so from a really young age, I just started begging to play the violin. And I think it's probably because the violinist always got the solos, they always had the melody. And so, yeah, I was just like, that's the star. I want to play that. Yes. Wait, what opportunity? Oh, Barbie. How did I get? Well, they actually reached out randomly. Barbie reached out saying like, "Hey, we would love to do a collaboration with you," and it was partially because they just like a family-friendly, clean brand, and they saw me as family-friendly and clean. So they're like, "She's a good foolproof." So yeah, they came and asked if I would write a song or if I had any music, possibly for their Barbie movie, and I was like, "I do. Take this one." Yes. Oh, I don't have a video planned for that, but that's another one. When I went into write, I wanted to write a pirate-sounding song, and so fancy that you asked about that, seeing as you're in a pirate costume. Because and that's why it ended up, Forgotten Voyage. It sounds like a pirate adventure. So maybe just because I love to dress up like pirates, and we'll have to do something sometime. Yeah.